Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. This Friday, the Art Walk is happening downtown Jackson, and we'll be hosting our own artist, muralist, Zach Snyder. And come on down, 4 to 7 p.m. Great shopping, and be a great opportunity to buy some stuff at our local shops. Art Walk this Friday, downtown Jackson.
Joining us now on the morning show from Spring Arbor University, athletic director and head men's basketball coach Ryan Cottingham, and brand new women's basketball coach John Williams. Welcome.
Thank you.
Morning, guys.
Good to see you, gentlemen.
First, thank you for the apparel.
You're very welcome.
You never come empty-handed, so I'll wear this in my next match with Dr. Brent Alla.
Well, you're unofficial members of Spring Arbor University.
Oh, thank you very much.
And the basketball coaching staff.
Well, it's taken about 20 years for me to get there, but thank you very much.
Ryan gave us choice. I'm changing my mind. I think I'd like to one with a cougar after all.
You can have both.
Okay.
Right?
I like that one right there. So good things happening. Talk a little bit about how you end up with John here leading the women's program.
Yeah, well, we're grateful. John has been in our School of Ed, actually the dean of the School of Ed, and man, high energy, passionate person. He's an alum of ours and has done just an incredible job in the School of Ed leading, and has been coaching for a number of years. Was at Addison and then was at Homer most recently, and just has a heart for coaching and impacting the lives of young women. And so we're thrilled to have him, and his leadership is going to be exciting.
I'm curious, John, what are you going to do with your Homer Trojans orange three-piece suit?
It's gonna have to.
It's gonna go. Break that
yeah,
out.
I can break it out once in a while, but it's gonna have to go deep into the closet. Yeah.
Talk a little bit about your history in coaching and kind of how it got you to this college job.
Well, yeah. Thanks for asking that question. So I've coached men's basketball. I've coached women's basketball at Jackson Public Schools, at Addison Community Schools, at Homer. I was an assistant coach here, even at Spring Arbor University for the women's team as well. So I've always loved all sports, but always had a big passion for basketball in general, and just using it as a way to just influence lives and help people grow. And it's always been a goal of mine to coach college basketball, and being at Spring Arbor just helped me have this opportunity, and I'm just excited to have it and to see where we go from here.
Yeah, it's very, very exciting. And the upgrades that have come along with the facility turned out great. My daughters attended the basketball camp, so you got another group coming in this year for camp, and the kids just love it. And the kids want to grow up and play for Spring Arbor just based on their experiences at that camp. But let me ask you,
Ella's already said she wants to go to Spring Arbor.
Yeah, she has. She has said that.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, what makes a college basketball player, though? You know, everyone thinks they have college athletes, right? Mm-hmm. What makes a college basketball player? What are some of those intangibles?
I mean, but one thing that's always said in the athletic department at Spring Arbor is winning's always our goal, but it's never our purpose. So it's more than just wins and losses. It's more than just athleticism. It's a toughness, mental and physical toughness. It's character, it's values, it's ethics. It's all the things that make a person whole, also make a good basketball player too. Leadership, communication, all those intangibles really help to make a good, well-rounded basketball player.
I know recruiting, this is a perfect time for you to take over the position, because it's time that you're looking at next year's team. Are there some local athletes that might be wearing Cougar colors next year?
Well, for the women's program, we hope so. So there are a few, and then we've had actually 3 visits last week and offers made, and we're just waiting to see back, and they're all local players. And we actually, for 2023 and 2024, we already have a short list, and I'm going to a really big national tournament this weekend to check some of them out. So we're hoping to actually make a great impact in our community and be the college of choice for any dominant women's basketball player in the local region that want to come to Spring Arbor University.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of local kids declare for tennis. We've got really a lot of, I think over the last few years we've seen a lot more interest in kids from the Jackson area wanting to stay here and play and go to school at Spring Arbor. I know you've got family that they love to play on your team.
Yeah, how's that work?
It's going okay, and it's going all right.
Yeah, talk about. I mean, how many years have you been at Spring Arbor now, Ryan?
I've completed my 23rd year
It's
as
amazing.
a head coach.
Talk a little bit about where the athletic programs are now compared to when you were just a young child coaching. But it's amazing the growth of the athletic program in particular. Of course, the university as well. But it's really an asset here in Jackson County.
Thanks, Andy. I appreciate that. I think back to my time as a student athlete back in 1992 when I transferred in,
Yeah.
and then I came back in '98 as an assistant under Doug Knoll for 1 year. But I think about Hank Burbridge, the longtime baseball coach, who was the athletic director as well. He served for 40 years in that role, and then. After that we had Doug Knoll. Sam Riggleman was then took over as the athletic director and the baseball coach. And so, man, when I first started, I think there was probably 125 student athletes back when I was here playing. And now we're at that 400 threshold, and we're continuing to grow and expand there. As we've added, sports such as bowling, we've added reserve programs, cheer, you name it. And I think that will continue to be the case. But and then you talk about facilities. We've been really blessed. We've had some very generous donors that have come alongside us. And I think about the MAC, the McDonald Athletic Center you're referring to, and Beth Kunselman and some of the others that provided that seed money to jumpstart those projects. And so to see the transformation has been incredible, and very, very grateful for it. So for a small college atmospheres and what we've been able to provide and continue to upgrade has been pretty awesome.
Yeah, and if the locals want to get a feel of that themselves, you have Cougar sports camps.
We do.
Which is,
we're bringing those back. I
yeah.
mean, it's been hard with the COVID, and they did last year. And so from baseball and soccer and softball and basketball, volleyball, tennis, you name it. I think we're trying to do a golf camp.
Nice.
We're hosting an FCA camp on campus at the end of June, and they're doing all sports, including football. And so, we just want to provide opportunities for young people, right? We want to get them on campus.
You went to the basketball camp in the summers.
When I was a kid,
Yeah.
absolutely did. Loved it. Yeah, loved
I
it.
remember you the first night you called. You went to
Forgot my bathing suit.
bathing suit and fan.
Fan.
You
Fan.
had to bring a fan.
Fortunately, we have air conditioning now in the dorms. Back in the day,
July.
the windows were open and the box fans were in.
Yeah, and everything's brown, and it just brings that heat on you.
You're probably one of the most visible recruits that Spring Arbor missed on back coming out of high school.
I would agree.
We missed on that
Yeah,
one.
well, you were
That-
young.
Yes, we were.
You were just young.
Do you have any eligibility left?
Yes.
He does.
Yes, in multiple sports.
Let's talk
Yeah.
when we're off
We will
the air.
talk. We will talk. But
He's got eligibility for an NIL contract.
actually, let's
Name,
talk,
image, likeness.
let's talk NIL.
Wow.
Okay, has that
Wow.
presented itself with you guys yet? And let's say I approach you. I'd like JTV on all the warm-ups for men's and women's basketball teams. Start the conversation. I mean, because this is happening all over the place.
It is $50,000 check made out to Ryan Cottingham and John Williams. We'll split that. No, it is. I mean, the money that's involved now at the higher levels, but it certainly is filtering down. One of the first student athletes to be involved in the NIL was a young lady up at Aquinas College in Grand Rapids, volleyball player. And so, she was able to sign a contract. I don't know the details, but I'm concerned about the direction that's going and the business that it's become.
Yeah, essentially, kids are getting millions of dollars before they step on the court, field. Yeah, so it is interesting. So,
It is.
So 50 grand. Okay, well, we'll negotiate.
I'm not saying that may not go up. I mean, Ron Griffin may want to negotiate a higher contract for.
We'll see. We'll take a look. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and look forward to seeing you over the summer and seeing your teams next year.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Pleasure.
Thanks,
always.
guys.
Thanks.
Ryan Cottingham and John Williams from Spring Arbor University. We'll be right back after this.